Welcome to the third episode of Meaningful Shenanigans. In the second episode, I showed you the building of a fire pit, from the planning and excavation to placing the last brick and the fire pit in use. I hope you enjoyed that video. In this one, the beginning of the construction of a patio. If you feel already intrigued, follow me. So, just to briefly explain this big project, here we have a sketch I made in Blender 3D to plan what I want to do. This is the back of the house plus the extension. Here is where I've been cleaning and digging in episode 1. These short fangs will be removed in the near future. Here, more or less, is where I built the fire pit in episode 2. Getting closer to the basement window, I want my patio to be 1.5 inches below the stool, which is the base of where the basement window sits. So I will use this reference point as my datum. The project will be executed in stages, starting from this corner. It will require digging out the entire footprint of the patio along the side of the house and around the shed. This slab of concrete represents the patio that already exists on the other side of the extension. After all the digging, there is a layer of gravel for drainage. As I said, the short fangs will be removed. After the gravel comes the pouring of the concrete. After the concrete is set, we start the installation of the flagstones. The entire patio will be built with a downward slope of 1/4 inch per foot for drainage away from the walls of the house. This area of the patio is designed to allow enough space for a small table and few chairs, and at the very end a mini shed for the storage of winter tires that will substitute the ugly one already present beside the main shed. So first of all, I'm going to create space around the work areas, moving the containers of planted veg I showed you in episode 1. And actually, I will show you later on this video what grew and didn't grow so far after a month. Because digging is always a lot of fun, I start from the window bay. This downspout is in my way, so I'm going to remove it. After digging for a bit, I find all kind of debris, including pieces of ceramic tiles and bricks. This house was built in 1967, so who knows how old this stuff is. This solid square block of concrete is here since the time the house was built. I leave it as is. It's slightly higher than my main line, only by a quarter inch. Now I'm going to dig around it, to the shed. I need to check how high the concrete base of the shed is compared to my main line. Thick roots are concerning. They always represent a threat near any structure. I already sprayed the line in front of the shed. Digging to the shed made me realize that the top of that base is higher than my reference line. I will use that to my advantage for drainage. The digging part is over for now. The tamping is done. It's time to check the quarter-inch slope for drainage. To make it easier on myself, I marked the line of gravel on the 2x4. Also, the short plank of wood is put in place and marked. Next will be the addition of the gravel, big rocks and various concrete filling. But before that, a few highlights regarding the marvelous adventures of Golden Patio, which is a standalone project documented on my other channel, link in description in case you are interested in following. In the last episode of the marvelous adventure of Golden Patio, I removed the multi-battery isolator, the air filter and air filter housing, and the cruise control. As I said, if you are mechanically interested, see you on the other channel, link in the description. Back now to our patio. Time to put in a couple of wooden stakes to reinforce the little form. The colorful colander is not for sale. It's cute, but not for sale. And the fact that I have an Italian accent doesn't mean I use it for my noodles. Finally, the concrete is ready to be mixed and poured into the first area of the patio. And this is all for this third episode of my vlog. As promised at the beginning, I'm going to show you how much my vegetables grow since the first episode. Not many carrots grew at the end, only 2 plants are doing very well. I didn't have time to clean the boxes from the weeds. Expect to see weeds everywhere. Zucchini are doing well, but so far I have seen only flowers. Nothing grew in the middle, and the wild animals ate all the peas. Only few remain alive, but again, I didn't have time to take care of the plants. Provider beans has been a disaster. The numerous bunnies that populate the backyard during any time of the day ruin the entire box. Tomatoes are doing very well. So far I see 4 tomatoes only. Better than nothing. Cucumbers are growing very slowly and they are very spiky. Beets are doing very well, considering all the attacks from the animals, but it's too early to harvest them. Spinach we harvested once already. We made a nice meal with them, but now it seems that wild weeds took over. In this little box a failed attempt to regrow celery. Onions seems to survive the invasion of the weeds. Parsley is doing very well too and has a very strong flavor. Only one plant of potato from a piece of scrap. It seems like it's doing well. This plant of basil, also bought at the local market, has been used multiple times in our sauces. This salad is trying. These ring of fire peppers are doing very well, waiting for them to get red and hot. Garlic is growing and I think it's time for harvesting. Shishito peppers already harvested has been delicious. This salad is trying too, and the arugula is very tasty. Has been harvested few times already. Anyway, I hope that you found the start of this project intriguing enough to stay with me until the finished project. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell to get notified when I post a new video, usually once a week if I'm able. In the next episode I start the next section of the patio, which is the second half of the corner. Until then, keep digging. Thanks for watching and see you soon.